Hello and welcome everyone to Mellow Monday Sprints. I'm Shannon, writing on the pen name of Bessie Huston, and the author of A Curse of Scales and Feathers, A Curse of Wings and Gems, and the Clash of Goddesses series. And the goal of this stream is to provide a low-key environment to be productive. It's strictly timed for the 45-minute sprints and 5-minute breaks for a total of 4 sprints during roughly a 3.5-hour stream. And you're welcome to use the sprints however you need them, whether reading, writing, housework, coursework, day job, or just taking care of you. I use the sprint time to focus on my tasks because focus issues, but that means I won't be in the chats until it breaks. But then I'd love to catch up with everyone and celebrate our successes, talk about whatever it is we have going on. Today, I am starting off with AWC stuff because we just concluded the conference yesterday. And tonight we're doing Manic Monday, in which we reveal all the winners. I kept saying it was 83 giveaway prizes, but somehow I missed one. We actually have 84. So we have 84 giveaway prizes, and I'm on number 43. Just filled in the name for number 43. So I've got to figure out who else is winning all these prizes and then get this off to Devin so she can get this up on her stream because the Manic Monday is on her channel. And then after that, we have to go look at who are the winner for the awards because we did awards this year. And then after that, I had to go look at the winners for the giveaways. Nope, not giveaways. The challenges and games that were in the packet. So, which that I don't think we didn't have that many people who submitted to that. So that one should be easy. But yeah, that's all the stuff I have to start with. And then if I get that done, I got to contact my author who's coming out in the podcast tomorrow to see if she wants to be there for the premiere, if she's able to make it. Yes, I have a few things I have to do. So let's go say hello to you guys. Hit the right button. First one in was Keiko. Hello. And Adega. Hello. I hope you guys are all doing well. But Keiko says, we're having a heat wave and I'm melting away. Yes, same. I'm burning up. I went to the gym this morning and got home and had to just jump in a cold shower just to cool down. And I had all the fans and everything going on in this room here before I started, and I shut it all off because it's kind of loud. Devin, hello. Good morning. And Nave, hello, good morning. Same with the heat wave. Yeah, it's hot here too. Working on some AWC wrap-up items today before getting my son fitted for new classes. Sounds like you're busy today too. And then yes, I was going to try and grab that link and drop it. Let me just go ahead and pin that. This is where we'll be tonight. A few of our volunteers are also joining us because we had the awards, which was, we had a committee. So I think one person from the committee is going to be there for the awards. And yeah, so it's going to be fun. Lots of fun. So hopefully I get a lot of stuff done today to get there. After I finish all that stuff, I have to work on my Faded Adventures. I'm pretty certain I'm not getting it out tomorrow, so I probably need to send an email because it takes usually 2 days for me to print everything, and I haven't even started printing yet. But yeah, so I got to email people. And we also have a couple emails from speakers. I've got one that was sent to my author email inbox that was specifically for me, so I need to address that too. Hello. Rachel. These are the people. I'm going to try to say hello to Devin again. These are the people who are going to be on with us tonight. Rachel, Shelly, and Kat will be joining us tonight. Oh, that's awesome. So Kat was on the awards team, and Shelly's actually part of the anthology, which is open now. So, and the AWC anthology is open to everybody who, technically is supposed to be like attendees and speakers and whatnot. But if you didn't make it that weekend, it's okay. You could probably still submit to the anthology. It's going to be open to the end of this month. No, next month. Tomorrow is a new day of the new month. So the end of July. Leon, hello. It's nice to see you. I hope all is going well. Are you working on anything today? So looking forward to getting this giveaway stuff done. It's actually going faster because I found a different system to figure out how to assign giveaways to winners. So I am this is going faster than what it usually takes. It used to take me like a few hours to get through everything. Morning, Eva. How's it going? I hope all is well. Looks like we got 10 seconds left. We're going to be heading into the first of 4 sprints with 45 seconds on the clock. And I wish you guys the best of luck. See you on the other side. And that is time. How did you do? I got all the giveaway prizes assigned and sent the list off to Devin so she could get that ready for the channel tonight. Then I also went to the games that were played and did the random. I did the wheel of names to choose random winners from those who had the right answer. And then looked at the awards because I got to send off all the names to Elaine so she has time to do the digital awards in time for Devin's show tonight. But some of it wasn't done yet. So I sent off notes. And so, yeah. And the next thing I need to do is because there was a challenge in the AWC attendee packet. It was a writing challenge. And so we have a few entries on that. And that is to be judged on by myself and the judges and the other chairs. So I've got to share that with the other chairs and hopefully to get a response so Devin can get that information for her channel tonight. So yeah, just working on these things. Left off with Eva saying morning. And Leon says, definitely considering my AWC wrap-up, creating a to-do list based on renewed motivation and knowledge gained during the epic AWC weekend. Woohoo! Glad to hear that. Reaching out to a few folks as well right now. Work vibes. Got it. Is it like your day job work vibes? Just want to pop in and say blessings and give thanks to everyone who contributed, managed this beautiful thing that's AWC Salu. And until next time, bless. Okay, so I think he left that already. Thank you so much for stopping in, Leon. It was nice to see you. And Kat came in. Heyo, how's it going? Morning, friends. Hello, Gwenna. How's it going? My brain is having focusing issues. I think I'll get back to writing the newsletter after we get new glasses. Nice. I mean, not nice for your focus issue, but, having a plan is nice. Sorry, my brain is still just jumping everywhere. I'm trying to stay focused because I got a lot I got to get done, but trying to do it. I have all my notes ready, though, for the AWC newsletter. Good morning, Kendra. How's it going? Sam, how's it going? What are you guys working on? Did you sleep yet? I mean, I went to bed early, but I kind of tossed and turned, and the last time I saw was like 12:30, and I was back up at 5 because I went to the gym. So I still need some sleep. I figure I still have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of deadlines still. So I've got all the post AWC stuff I need to get done and get off to everybody. Does it help when I'm waiting on other people to be able to continue forward? And then I have a podcast episode coming out tomorrow, but I need to get the email to the author to see when she might want to premiere that. So I've got that. And then my Fated Adventures is also due tomorrow. And I don't think I'm going to have it done in time. I think it's not going to be done. So, yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of deadlines still. So it's not over for me yet. And then on top of all of that, once we do the show tonight, I need to let the giveaway winners know that they've won. But I think I am going to hold off because I have the other deadline for my Fated Adventures that I need to get done first. And then I'll email everybody. So that might be at the end of the week. And that's 84 prizes. Although there were some people who won more than one prize. I don't know how many single unique. That's the word I was looking for. Unique people. But I'm going to assume it's around between 60 and 70, maybe actually 70 to 80 people that I have to email. So, yeah. But that's probably going to wait until the end of the week because I have to. Fated Adventures is next after I get the other two things done. Yeah, I'm tired. If I get everything done this week, then I can finally sleep this weekend. And there'll be nobody home. My husband's leaving on Thursday, take the kiddo to go. They were supposed to have a family reunion. But I got canceled. But he's still going to go see family because my husband's grandma has been in and out of the hospital for the last month, and thinking there's probably not much time left. So he's going to go see her. Woohoo, it jumped on me. Woohoo, I caught up and now I am on to today's work. Nice. So early in the week, getting caught up. That's you're getting there. I think I'm going to work on Coffee Bunny newsletter. Didn't do one for June, but that is okay. Well, yeah, I have a newsletter that's due on Friday. So I'll be able to sleep this weekend. By the way, thanks again for a wonderful weekend. I was so happy my first page was selected. Oh, I'm happy that it was selected. It's anonymous, so we don't know which one's which. So hopefully you were able to get some benefit from it and learn something. Hopefully it was helpful. That would be nice. Yeah. I mean, I should have had enough sleep last night, but I think it's just because, I'm still thinking about all the things I've got to get done. I'm like, I could get up and just get this stuff done, but my head was hurting so much. I was like, how much am I actually going to get done if my head hurts? Let me just try to sleep. But I'm not sleeping. I'm just laying here. So it's all right. Morning. How are you doing? Alrighty, well, I'll see you guys on the other side. For anyone who has to leave out, thank you so much for coming. Second sprint out of 4, and good luck. And that is time on the second sprint. How did you do? For the moment, I finished up what I can do with the AWC stuff. Just I have to wait a little bit longer. One more thing. And to send some stuff off. Actually, I got 2 minutes. I can finish. I got 2 more things I have to finish out, but I've got 2 more minutes, and I can send off one thing and be done with it, and then wait a couple hours for the other one. And so now I'm working on the podcast. I did reach out to the author, but even though I've done my first couple of edits, I'm doing my last edit, and the podcast episode was 56 minutes long, and I'm at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So I'm hoping it's going to continue to go quick because, I just started doing the last edit on it. Once the edit is done, then I have to get it uploaded. And that also involves me creating thumbnails. I upload it to podcast platforms and YouTube. So there's 2 different thumbnails I make. I also make an IG photo, picture, whatever you call it, image. Although I most of the time forget to put anything on Instagram because it's just, I don't know, me and social media. And so do that. And then I have to also write up the description for the episode and whatnot. Usually doesn't take very long. It's like 15 to 20 minutes of work altogether once the video is done. But it does take a while to render. And with it being 56 minutes long, I'm probably looking at an hour to an hour and a half of rendering once I finish it. So in that hour and a half, I'll probably start working on my Fated Adventure stuff. But we'll see how long it takes me to get through this. Hopefully, it's going really quick right now for the last edit round. So, all right, left off with Amelia coming in saying morning, and then Melvay says, yes, it was thank you. Good points and encouraging them on the right track. So this was in discussion with the first page critique panel. One of hers, one of the anonymous stories that was submitted was hers, and so she's got some really good feedback. I think end of the week is fine for emailing winners. Love that you have 60 plus unique winners. That is so many. Yeah, it is a lot. I'd have to go back through and actually look at it. But I really liked that, I loved that we had so many unique winners. There's definitely some people who won more than one giveaway prize because we didn't have enough unique left. I tried to go through, it's random. And then, and the more that people did the feedback form, the more likelihood, of course, that they would get chosen. And so I just went through and assigned. And then once all the gifts, all the unique names were done, then I went through and just went back to the top of the random numbers and then started again. So good morning, Poppy. Over say hi. Hi, Sky. But I'm disappearing to go watch some more AWC stuff. I'm going to try to watch the ones I want to see before Manic Monday. Nice. Just ordered potty training supplies. Ooh, that's a new stage you're coming up on. Good luck with it. I hope it works. Andy, hello. How's it going? Finished my marketing posts now to reward myself with more seeped seed liquid. Is that coffee? I did also get another cup of coffee too. So today's book anniversary quote: mental health matters even in the zompocalypse. Is it still on sale, your book? You're welcome to drop the link, Maggie, if you want to. Exciting times to Gwenna from Eva. Morning, Rachel. Hello. How's it going? Time for June reflections, then on to plans for July, beta reading, and mischief. Nice. And don't forget, we have the live tonight on Devin's channel. I'm just thinking of it because I just went through and tallied up all the names for the awards. The awards were just for fun. And yeah, you've got an award in there, Rachel. Stacey's, good morning. How are you doing? It's the non-compliance cha-cha-cha. But progress anyway, so morning is flying. Oh, I'm glad that it's flying for you. Sam says, wrote a little bit, then generated some pictures for these characters as I think through this whole kidnapping, come with us, we're not bad guys, promise thing. I love that. Hello, Amanda. How's it going? I think you might be new to my channel. If you are, welcome. But if you've been here before, welcome back. Glad to be on a stream today. Hope you're all doing well. Just hopped in working on writing a little bit in my coming of age rural horror novel. I don't like horror, but it sounds interesting. Like, I've not heard of anything called rural horror. I mean, it gives you a very good visual of what that probably looks like, but yeah, hopefully it's turning out. Is this, are you still writing the first draft? I checked the budget and accounts and bummed myself out for the day. Oops, LOL. Oh no, I'm sorry. Amelia says, halfway through the chapter, I'm editing. Good progress. I have my alarm set so I can join you tonight. Yay. Just a few more pages to hit my monthly editing goal, celebrating the small wins. Yes, very important. Thank you for bringing that up. Very important to celebrate the small wins. Awesome, Amelia. About to hit our budget too, Eva. Not looking forward to it. And thanks, Rachel. All right, third sprint, 45 minutes on the clock. If anyone has to leave out, thank you so much for coming. For everyone else, I'll see you on the other side, and good luck. Now it's time on the third sprint. How did you do? I made it to 32 and a half minutes on my editing for the podcast episode. I did have to stop and went took care of a couple of AWC things that came through. So that's taken care of. And and then went back to my podcast episode. I might nearly complete it with the next sprint. I don't know. It depends on how much editing I have to do. Let's see how you guys did. Left off here with Amelia saying thanks to Rachel. Rachel saying to Eva, I just got the bill for the local wound clinic. Set up a payment plan. Totally get that feeling. And then I have to call my old college and see why they won't release my transcripts. What? They won't release it? That's interesting. Hopefully you get that straightened out. Sometimes it's just the least little thing on those. Oh, I've never run into any issues before, so I don't know what would usually stop it. That's interesting. Hello, Joanne. Saying hello to everyone. And everyone. Hope writing is going well. Not writing yet. Hopefully be writing by the end of this week. Hi, Joanna. Hope you're doing well. Doing better this morning after a rough night. I need to go back to bed for a quick nap. 1 hour nap. Feel like that too. Now I'm getting in the words. I got the most stressful parts of my list for the morning done. Thanks for the sprints. Yay. I'm glad you were able to get done. I don't know if that means you left, but thank you so much for being here if you did. Got my planning done. I gave the hubs my list of anime I want to binge. Told them to pick a day each week that we can both take a break and watch. That sounds like an awesome plan. I love that. I need to do something that is away from books and writing, so this is my first try. Well, good luck that it works out. Oh, Kat just started. I have my broken computer, so I'm not going to try too many other tabs. And thankfully, my editing software is working pretty clean this morning, so I'm not opening anything else. Usually, since my computer's been having issues, when I open my editing software, I click a button and I have to wait 30 seconds before it does anything. If I'm just listening, okay, I'm just listening, no problem, it goes. Although the video and audio don't match up because the video is going really slow. But then if I have to stop and make a edit, again, every single click I do, I have to wait 30 seconds. And right now it's going really, really smooth. So I'm not chancing opening anything else at the moment. But hopefully I'll be able to catch her after mine is over. She's still going. Hey, JL, how's it going? Doing well. I'm tired. Since my beta reader is late getting back to me with their feedback, was supposed to be yesterday, but now it won't be till the 3rd. Going to use these few days to finally film for my channel. Nice. You got a plan. Back to things with my purchases or past series. Going to get back to things. Gotcha. Each video, I'll be reading the first line, then the first paragraph, then the first page, asking the question based off of what I've read today. Would you purchase or pass? Oh, it's like a game show. Should make it into a game show. Sometimes the very first line is enough for me to know I want to read the book, but I always give a book at least one full page before I turn it down if I'm looking at a bookstore. I mean, that's kind of what the idea behind the first page critique panel during the conference is the first page, whether or not someone would stop somewhere between the beginning and the end of the first page. I'll be filming about 5 videos today and uploading 3 of them. That's a busy day, 5 videos. Uploading 3 of them throughout the different points of the day. Nice to be getting back to creating content. I don't look forward to creating content too much anymore. But I do remember a time when I was very excited about it. I'm forgetting words here, like not forgetting the actual word, but just forgetting to say them. Getting ready to make lunch for me and the kiddos, says Stacy. Nice. Found more character art that relates to my husband one series, just in case people want to see during the Q&A. When is this? Is a Q&A on your channel, or are we talking about something else? I think I might have missed something. Melvay says, Matt spent most of this focus session lost in thought because I got a new story idea. Just have to be a bit more focused in the next sprint. I mean, sometimes you just have to let your brain wander and then think about the story idea. That way you can like trick your brain, like, okay, we thought about it. Let's move on. I found 2 chibi artists and 1 realistic style artist I'm looking into for commissions for special artwork for the series. One good thing come from going to the anime fest yesterday. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that works out. But I know you were looking forward to that. Not working on CBC newsletter, doing some research for my sister. Hi, Kat. I probably said hi already, but I was just thinking about how they said you have a sprint going right now. Once I finish this editing, I will hop over because right now it's going so smooth. I don't want to chance it stopping on me. I love that, but to be honest, I cannot imagine Sebastian's reaction to being his great vampire overlord chibi. It's the only reason why I don't do chibi, because I don't see any of my characters as being chibis. But the Q&A is Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Time on my channel, all about 4 novellas I wrote in 20. Oh, okay, well, if you've got a link, go ahead and feel free to drop the link, Sam. So if people want to go check it out, they'll have that. And last sprint, 45 minutes on the clock. If you have to leave out, thank you so much for coming. For everyone else, I'll see you on the other side of 45. And that is time on the last sprint. How did you do? I got like 3 minutes left to do this editing on this video, and then I can start rendering it. So making progress. See how you guys did. Don't forget that tonight, I do have it linked on my channel under upcoming live streams, but it's going to be below the Author Tube Writing Conference playlist. But we'll be on Devin's channel to, I did put it there, didn't I? I think I did. Now I'm thinking I didn't do it. I will go check it. It will be linked. It is linked in the Author Tube Writing Conference playlist. It's the very last video on there. But we'll be on Devin's channel to look at the giveaway winners. And we have 84 prizes. Thought there was 83. So I actually itemized them all out because people gave multiple prizes of like the same thing, like 3 ebooks of the same ebook. When I actually broke it all out and itemized it, it was actually 84, not 83. I guess I couldn't count. But yeah, so we have 84 prizes. And we have that. We have the awards. We have 10 awards that we're going to be giving out. And we have the games and challenges, which also have Amazon gift card prizes with those. So we'll be announcing those all during this evening's Manic Monday. Starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So 4 p.m. for anyone who's central. Oh, wait. That means I actually, oh my gosh, I forgot. That means I have to actually like do my hair. I didn't do my hair after my shower. I was like, I don't have to worry about doing my hair. But it's rainy here, so it's all poofy. So I probably should go do something with it. Hair days. Okay. We left off with that one. Yeah, I live on my YouTube and Twitch. Don't worry about it. I understand computers being rude. Yeah, I am. I'm going to be actually taking some time off here, and I need to go ahead and that would be a tomorrow thing, I think. Go ahead and get my computer scheduled to get seen, and I take it in during the week that I'll be gone because I'm taking my kiddo to a day camp in a different state, and I'll be staying there with him. So yeah, hopefully I can get it scheduled for that time period, and hopefully when I come back in August, my computer will be good. There is the link for the program that she was talking about. That is this Friday. Can I find it again? Sam. Q&A on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, all about 4 novellas I wrote in 20 days at 5 days each. That's exciting. Said 3 p.m. Just 2 p.m. my time. That's exactly the time that I'm taking my kiddo into the therapy center. So I may not be there at the beginning, and depending on how long, because I usually stay a little bit and talk with the therapist. We talk about like, how he's doing this day, anything that's come up or whatnot. And I usually don't get home until around 3 my time. So I may miss it, but I'll try and catch a replay. Sebastian can be angry, cheapy face. Both Devin and Sebastian get the P taken out of them by a Jin in the next section. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's going to be almost as cool as when the doctor zapped them. I think Dawn and I got into abusing our characters in this book a lot. I bet it was fun, though. Can get the good doctor, get them couples, bobbleheads to remind him not to take himself so seriously. That would be a Samantha move. Writes down the idea. Of course, Senia's having to run out of the room after seeing them to not fall down laughing would be worth of a newsletter magnet. So worthy of a newsletter magnet. Counsel Kennedy would be, of course, have something dignified to say before you ask Samantha where she got them and do they make them with red hair. LOL. And we are back from the eyeglasses place. My kiddo no longer is considered a kid, so adult prices it was. Lisai. Oh well, I would just say you're considered an adult, so now you pay for it. I would have been joking, of course, not really being serious, but I do it all the time. I try kid with Julian because he, for many years, things were taken very seriously. Like everything's word for word. So I would just say something that he would kind of look at me like, that's not something I expect my mom to say to me. Like that would be the look on his face. And he'll say, are you kidding? And I'm like, yes. Now he knows. I'll say something and he'll just look at me, you're kidding. I'm like, yeah. And Devin, that is the reason we kept our eldest on our insurance as long as we could. Her autism means all of the coding's intense. Doing okay from Joanne to Rachel. Had a rough night, so I needed a nap. Good to see you, JL. Doing pretty good. Just planning to finish revising Chapter 9 of Project Sugar and Spice. Which of the 2 links on YouTube page is the one to this afternoon's Manic Monday? Because it's showing 2 versions. It is? I wonder why it's showing 2 versions. I think I pinned it to the top. Yeah, I pinned it to the top. I don't want to, I'm afraid to click on it because it might shut down my computer. But I did pin the link to the top of the page. Hopefully that works. Hey guys, hi Jody. I'm all set up for my RDC planning and sprints tonight. I am now sorting myself to be ready for tomorrow. Nice. Well, you just got in right before that ended, so hopefully you're able to get some stuff done. Let me check. I forgot to say, I'm super proud of you guys and how great your AWC went. Thank you. Way to go. Woo-hoo. New year, put my project management and to work, and I will be happy to help. Hugs. Nice. Yeah, we're not quite sure what it's gonna look like next year. And I'm even contemplating. I haven't brought it up, Devin, so you get first hearing if you're still here. Contemplating moving it to a different time of the year. Although I think I might have said something about it. Or at least I would say something about how June doesn't seem to be a good month anymore. Now that we're kind of past COVID kind of era. It's not done, but people are getting out more, I think. I fixes it. They were duplicated for some reason on YouTube. Really? Is that a different one than the one I have in the... Nope, that looks the same. I can't see all of it. But it looks the same as the one that's pinned. Just right. Will that be focused tonight, RDC? Because I kind of need it. Looking for the character mapping for my RDC project right now. Can someone tell me what RDC means? I got some lunch and did a few chores in the kitchen. Nice. Yes, I am working on the topics now, Rachel. A bit better, but the story idea is demanding attention, LOL. I'm going to write ideas. So it's not just staying in your head. It's like, get me on the page. I'm going to write ideas down during lunch breaks, so it should be better this afternoon. Fingers crossed. So you can get some focus in. Thanks, Devin from Mama Maggie. YouTube has been so sketchy lately. Yeah, well, and I don't remember if I said it here or I don't remember where I said it, but we get over half of the thumbnails, so over half of the live stream links that we received from speakers, the thumbnails were blurry. And we get maybe one or two of those out of all the speakers every year, and this time it was over 50%. And I had just finished watching a YouTube video right before that happened, in which they were saying that people who were not subscribed to YouTube to pay for it, even on the light plan, like if they were not subscribed, I'm not really sure how it all relates, to be honest, but they said something about how YouTube is compressing that stuff more. So in order for you to see something that's not so compressed, you'd have to be pay a member, and people who are putting up their content it's being compressed more. That's the only thing I could think of, because that's the only thing that would really mess with the resolution for someone who is downloading. And I had many of the speakers say, well, I just downloaded this from Canva like I do all of my thumbnails. But it was happening to them, and it was not something they were used to it happening, but it was happening. So I don't know if that's related to what that YouTube video was saying, because I think they were applying it more to videos than YouTube thumbnails. But if you compress the YouTube thumbnail, you do decrease the resolution, which then makes it more pixelated. So yeah, it was interesting, and I had a lot of speakers who were like, I don't understand, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I think it's YouTube doing something. But there was nothing. It was something that they hadn't ever dealt with before. It just so happened to start happening at the time that live stream links were due. So it seemed like we're not accepting it because it's not good enough. I don't know if that's actually what went through their mind, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm sorry, I promise, I'm not the one doing it. But therapy is way more important than talking about silly books. I will catch the replay, Sam. Can you get the prescription and order glasses from Zenny Optical? My kids abuse their glasses as much as I do, so it's a cheaper option. Huh. This music is getting it's messing with my focus. Okay, let me pause. I'm gonna need to plug in my fan. The AC is having a fit today. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my fan back on as soon as this is done because it's hot. I'm looking forward to reading about the character abuse, listening to part 3, and JD, it's Skinner. I don't know what that means, but good day. It's Skinner. Good dog. I'll make it up here. It gets worse. To Mom Maggie and Devin from Rachel. The pinned Manic Monday is the correct link. Okay, good. Is it right in the playlist? Because I'll make sure I go change it if it's not right. I've been lurking while listening to AWC presentations. Hopefully you're getting sorry, my eyes jumped down to the next comment. getting some good information. RDC, rough draft challenge for July. Oh, yeah. I did hear about that, but since I'm going to be gone, and of course my July is starting off with, yeah. I mean, if I can get through this stuff today and get my Faded Adventures mostly done and then get the rest of it printed tomorrow, I think I'm going to miss it going out in the mail tomorrow. But get it out on the 2nd of July, because it's going to take me 2 days to print everything. And the 2nd of July, and then I can go back to working on my work in progress on my book. But yeah, I'm also going to be traveling and I'm going to be on vacation. I will probably be writing that whole time, but yeah, I was thinking I just wouldn't be able to take part of that, and I kind of forgot what it was. I am skipping the July RDC because 2 of my daughters are having surgeries and I'm traveling, but I am doing hashtag August 80K. See, that I could probably do with you. I probably would do more than 80K. Because I can draft really fast, but if I'm moving into editing, then revising is much slower. But I don't know, Mom Maggie, if do you want to get together and do something? I will actually be back before the end of July. Maybe we can do like a live stream or whatever and see if anyone else wants to join us. I'd be interested in doing that. Tell me about 80K. Yes, it's she does it almost every year, or I think she's done it every year. So just writing 80K in August, right? The August 80K might be better for me. See, we got 3 people, at least, maybe Rachel. I need reading, Kickstarter, ARC, marketing downtime over writing full time. I'm doing 50K for RDC, finishing some short stories, but I'm also debating doing hashtag August 80K and hashtag 100K for September. So I think by September, I'm going to be revising and editing, which I do not get as many words during that time period. So, but I need to finish off my work in progress, which I think I'm about halfway through, and I'm about 101,000 words. So I think August 80K would finish the book for me. This one I'll probably skip, honestly. Lots of words, kill me now. I'm trying to use these challenges to get through all 3 books and need to complete both of our series. You got a lot that you were trying to get done. I want to pick your brain about how you are doing your Faded Adventures, but can wait. I just want to eventually. Okay, yeah. Monday would be an awesome day. I say that I plan, if I've got everything caught up this weekend, by the weekend, I just plan on sleeping through the weekend. Nobody's going to be here. I'll just have to wake up to take care of the dog and the kitties. But nobody else is going to be here. So I'm going to try and catch up on sleep this weekend, and I should come back refreshed next week. I'm taking off most of October, November, and December. So I'm doing all the writing in Q3 so I can just knock out editing in Q4. Sounds like a good plan. Manic Monday link is correct on the AWC website schedule. What about the playlist? It's probably right. Yeah, I'm eyeing the 100K September too. I don't think I'm going to have a story to be able to tell 100K with by then. But I don't know yet. I volunteer as tribute for the 80K live stream. Yay. I think we should do it. Yeah. Mom Maggie does it every year, writing 80K in August. A friend started it several years ago, but she passed away from COVID, so I still do it. Mom Maggie, if you're interested in doing it, we'll do a live stream on your channel or something, and we could start it, and then we can put out our own videos or little live streams saying, hey, we're going to do this. I don't know. We'd have to talk it through, figure out what that would look like. I have nothing major planned for August, says Rachel. Yeah. I attempted it a couple years ago, and part of me wants to do it this year. Maybe. Hugs, Mom Maggie. Devin, me too. Depending on time, working nights suck sometimes. Yeah. Love that as a tribute, Mom Maggie. Yes. I will write my prologue for Sword in July, but that's about it for me. I'm sorry about your friend, Mom Maggie. I never realized that's what happened. When she said it, it reminded me of having heard the story before from her. I think she talked about it on her channel, but I didn't remember it until then. This is a lower tier, which is 18K. There is also a lower tier, which is, sorry, I read that wrong, 18K. To be honest, I have only done it 3 times in 6 years. I have never made a 100K month. The most in a single was 91. I think my most was 102. That was writing Soul of a Rose. I did that during NaNoWriMo. 102 words that month. Before that was 98,000. But I've never written that much in a month since then. And now we're talking, that was like a couple years ago now. Because I think the 98,000 was with the first book, Blood of a Lily. That was before I was on YouTube when I wrote that book. I was just doing NaNoWriMo on just with some Discord groups that were part of NaNoWriMo. But yeah, but I haven't written that much in a month for a while. I am interested. Yay. Okay. If I don't remember, because it's very, very possible since I don't have that much sleep in me that I'm not going to retain this memory. I do want to do it. I think it's awesome. I will be back at the, toward the end of July if we want to do something, on the YouTube channel. I'll be back on July 28th is what I think. Probably 27th. Yeah, I'll be back on July 27th because his camp ends on the 25th of July. And we're going to just stay one more night there in Tennessee and then drive back on the 26th. So I'll be back on the 27th. And I'll be back on YouTube on the 28th. So I will not be on YouTube the 14th or the 21st. Is that what I was going to do? I don't remember what I was going to do. I was going to take 2.5 weeks. So I was going to take the rest of July off. I don't know. I'll do that. Even if I'm on vacation, I will come on and do the live stream with you on your channel if that's what you want to do, Mama Maggie. When I stopped hearing from her, I tracked down her daughter. Oh, so that's how you found out about your friend. Yeah. Yeah, it's correct on the AWC playlist as well. Okay, cool. So we got the right one where it's needed for people to find it who are not here to see that there was 2 of them. 91K is still a big feat. Yes, it is. Your fingers are smoking. You were writing Silver Rose. Yeah, it's because I restarted the book like 3 times. Because I was trying to make myself follow the outline and I kept changing the story. So then I kept starting over. And yeah. I don't remember how much I've written in a month. I need to check. I think Silver Rose ended up being 97,000 words long. I think that's what it was in the end. It was 97, maybe 98. I can't quite remember. I know my debut is around 76. And then the last one's 117. I just keep getting bigger books. Every book I write is bigger than the last one, unless it's a novella that is shorter. But I'll remind you of the August 80K. Yay, thank you. Deserve a break. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Message me about August 80K. See, there we go. We got people on board for 80K. So if you do your live stream, I'll come with you on your channel. Or however you want to do it. I don't know how you want to do it. Whatever you want to do, let me know. I'll be there. I think this month is the most I've written in 30 days. Calculate. So yeah, wow, 105,214 words. Smoking, Sam. Wow, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. I've written 1 day this month. That was June 1st. If I get through this, I should be able to get through this podcast episode I'm doing. It's gonna take like an hour and a half to render. Once that does that, then I will. I don't know if I have anything else I need to write for my Fated Adventures. I think there was a homework assignment that I want to add in there. But it's not really like writing. So I don't know if I'll count that in writing. I might write today. Probably not. So yeah, I've written 1 day this month. But hopefully next month it'll be better. A little bit better in July, but August I know is when I'm going to be able to get in there and start writing. August through October this year are my writing months. So let me do some ad copy and I'll send it out. Yay, making notes now. Wow, Sam. I know, isn't that amazing? Adding Cats, Sky, and Shannon to August 80K reminder. Thank you, David. And Mom Maggie, add me to your stream list for August 80K. I think Devin's going to remind her and make sure we get all in there as well. Can't guarantee I'll be able to join, but I'd love to if possible. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Smoke it. Count me in, Maggie. I need to full on focus for book 5 and prequel 3. So we need to add Rachel to the list. So cool. And I'm willing to stream sprints. Yeah, me too. However, I don't know however we want to set it up. I'll be there to support whatever it is you guys want to do. Whatever Mama Maggie wants. And I want to get the 80K. And ooh, that's awesome. And thanks, Devin. Oh, more here. With the way my brain has been this part of the year, I'm not making any promises on joining challenges. I was supposed to edit in June, and then that happened. I mean, you still got 105 words, right? So, I mean, you might not have been able to edit anything, but you got a lot of more words to edit. Rachel's on the list. And Mom Maggie says, I will work on the ad copy after I finish listening to V&V Part 3. Okay, got to the end of the comments. You might still have some more comments coming through, but I want to get back to, oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, yeah, I might be able to do something after I finish when I start my video. Like I get my kiddo to therapy here in a couple hours. Well, not a couple hours, less than 2 hours. I gotta get him lunch first. By the time I get him lunch, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm a pro at writing all the words and editing down, me and you both. I love, well, I am, during my last edit of this podcast episode, I was with Elaine Canyon, and we talked about audiobooks because, she went to share her knowledge about how to do your own audiobook and, do it as cheap as possible, but still quality. And she's talking about how she hasn't started another audiobook because it took her so long to edit it. And I was like, oh yeah. And at that time I had on the podcast, because it was like 3 months ago, what I said was, yeah, I had 2 books that was completely done, audio recorded, and another one almost done, but none of them are edited because I do have one full audiobook that's done that I did myself and edited and got it published. And that was a couple years ago. And since then, month by month, I tried to do between 5,000 and 10,000 words a month audio recording. And that's why I have and I now have 3.5 books done. And I haven't edited a single word of it because editing is just not fun. And I know it's a little bit different than writing, but I feel the same way about writing. I like to write. I'm not so much on the editing side. So I'm going to make it 18K and 80K because some people getting their kids back in school. Well, I agree. And maybe there's one in the middle. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, we can make it up, right? But unless you feel that 18 and 80 is probably the best to go with those. People like in psychology, we like things that are odd numbers, and we like things that comes in threes. So I guess that's why I was thinking that. But same to Sky. That's how I ended up with 2.5 million unedited words, and having had to spend the last 4 years mostly editing and publishing a whole lot. I want someone to just catch my rough drafts as I finish them to do the edits, right? Right, Sky? That's what I'm doing now. Wrote it 10 years or more ago, and now need to edit and update technology. Oh, because things changed. Yeah. I've been slowly researching audiobook narration because I want my books as audiobooks so bad. So like researching, finding people to do your audiobook narration, or you do it yourself. She gave a lot of great tips in the episode. I think she asked for it to be released at 3 p.m. I saw the email pass on my phone, but I haven't answered it yet because I was still trying to do the editing. 3 p.m. my time is Central, so it would be 4 p.m. Eastern is when that will come out tomorrow. You might be at work already, possibly, or getting ready for it. I miss writing all the things and the things plus the things like I did before the pandemic. Yes. And then another of my co-authors got in touch with new ideas, and those are poking in my brain. Well, you sound like Mel Bay right now because she's got a new idea. Someone mentioned clones in some video stream recently. My first thought was that one could edit what I write, LOL. Yeah, it was me. The night author tubers, they every time I'd be like, what are you working on? Like, it's just writing streams like this right at night time. And I'm there when I'm trying to work on stuff at night. And they're like, what are you, say, what are you guys working on? So we all put in the chat, what we're working on. And so I would say, here's what I'm working on, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, what do you have, like a clone or something? And so I started with just one clone, and now I'm like up to 9 clones. But then I say I don't like odd numbers. So they were like, okay, well, it's 8 or 10. And I was like, well, we'll go with 8. But I really wish it did it'd be nice to have a clone of me. I wish I had a Shanon because I would get a lot done. But what would be the middle tier, 38 or 48? Oh, I like that it's ending with the 8. The other one, so what's the other one? It's 18 and 80. Okay, 18 is odd, with the first number is odd, but both are even numbers. But those are both even numbers, but they both start with an odd and an even, which is the same for 18. So, but if you round it up, you have 20 and 80, and halfway between 20 and 80 is 60 is 30, 30, 48. So 48 would be halfway between. Maybe. LOL, clone edits, New Hope. Right. LOL. Researching, doing it myself. Okay. So you might be able to maybe get some tips or whatnot from her. I really think she had a lot of great things to say. And I listened to her audiobook. I was a reviewer or something. Yeah, I was a reviewer for one of her audiobooks that published. And she did a really great job. There's no way that my job is nearly as good as what she did. She did a really great job. So All the writing and no editing is what I probably accuse of using AI when I finally drop everything at once, right? I totally see this happening. Those witch hunts, man, they are real. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's so weird because right? I think I've mentioned, I don't know if you guys were here when I mentioned it before, but the whole Chat GPT dash, which is just the M dash. And now some writers are not using M dashes and they're actually making like specific grammar mistakes. So they don't use the M dash. So they're not being accused of AI. And I'm like, I love the M dash. One of my biggest, I like Edgar Allan Poe and Emily Dickinson growing up. And Emily Dickinson, she uses the M dash like in everything. So I'm like, I'm not going to get rid of my M dashes. But it's like every time I see an M dash now, that's where my mind goes because of the fact that it's a big thing now. I don't think I've ever written 80K. LOL, maybe I'll try unofficially. Well, you could do the 18K, maybe. Does world building and research count and the word count usually? I'm trying to think. I think it's Mom Maggie, you can tell us if you're still here. The August 80K, it's just getting 80,000 words. It's not like drafting. Like the challenge coming up in July is for drafting. The August 80K, I think, is just words. So I think you could do whatever it is that you normally would count as words. So anything I do for like world building or whatever, research, anything I'm writing down, I count as part of my brainstorming. So I put my writing in 4 categories: brainstorming, drafting, editing, or revising and editing. And sometimes my brainstorming is just a 0 because I'm sitting there thinking, but I count the time because I want to know how I'm spending my time during the writing process. So and then other times my brainstorming could be a high number because I verbal vomit into my text to speech to text program. So I got accused of using AI because of that dumb Evan guy's video saying M dashes and ellipses are a sign of AI that went viral on TikTok. Yeah. But it was called the Chat GPT dash. I'm like, no, this is an actual punctuation mark that writers use, and we love to use it. So, but if you think about it, I mean, AI is trained off a writer's works. If we love the M dash, well, if it's trained off of our works and it's spitting out something, it's probably spitting it out with M dashes because it's in a lot of our works. So I count all of that, to be honest. When revising, I count what I have to cut and what makes it in the book because I had to go through all of it. Yeah. See, and I don't quite do the same thing with revising. I only count the words I'm adding. Although I think I've done that before in the past, but not since I've been tracking what I'm doing. And I know a lot of people actually do that. Like they everything that is modified is counted, whether adding or cutting it. Thanks, Rachel. And I think it's very personal. However it is that you feel that what makes you feel like that you're being true to the way you feel about it, right? It could be different for someone else. 38 is closer to half of 80, but 48 closer to the median between 80 and 80. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. Half. I mean, another check mark for 48 is that it's close to that 50K that, was part of NaNoWriMo. I know that August is not normally a NaNoWriMo, but that's gone now. But it might remind people of like, doing close to 50K in a month or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that could be a con for some people. I don't know. I need 3 clones. Me too. One to go to work for me, one to edit what I write, and the last to do boring house chores. There you go. I don't even have my clones assigned to anything. Although they did start. They're okay. One to write, one to do the AuthorTube writing conference, one to do my podcast, one to do all the coding on my website that I've been doing for my Fated Adventures. I'm trying to remember how they broke it all out, but I don't remember. That's all part of it. They're like, okay, clone number 8, clone number 9. But you can't pry my M dashes from my cold fingers. Thank you very much. I know I love my M dashes. I could say I probably am using them less now. Not that I've written this month because I haven't, but when I was writing, I was starting to use fewer of them. But I'm not purposely making grammar mistakes by not using them. I'm just redoing my sentences how I normally would do. But I still keep 1 or 2 here and there because I do like my M dashes. I'm not going to completely give them up. But yeah, what was I trying to say? I lost the thread of thought. All the words count, Melve. My mind always goes to multiplicity, with Michael Keaton, and I realized maybe not clones. Maybe that would not work out. I've not seen that, but I think I can understand some of the issues that would come if you actually had clones. I'd have to just make sure my clones knew that they were the clones. But I don't know if that would work. Same, love my emotional support, M dash. Yeah. Anything related to story counts toward the 80K. Okay, there you go. That's because Mom Maggie's been doing this one for a while. So anything written counts. And yes. Oh wow, there's more comments. Okay. If you write a posting that says write for 2 hours tomorrow, then those 5 words count too. Actually, I do know people who do that. Was it Sarah Hoffman? It's been a minute since I've really spent time on Instagram because I really don't like being on social media. And with as busy as I've been, I haven't been on there. But she was someone I was following. And I think this was like a good year or 2 years ago now, possibly. And she was putting up it was like a pie chart or something. I can't remember what it looked like. But everything she wrote was counted towards her word count. So if she wrote a blog post, it was counted. If she wrote an email, I think she counted that as well. Maybe. I don't remember that part. But everything she wrote, she counted, whether it was like toward a story or not. Because I think the way I understood it, and it maybe not been her attention, but the way I understood it is like, she just wanted to be aware of how she was spending her writing time, whatever that writing was. I'm sorry that happened, Mom Maggie. My laptop just froze again. Oh, sounds like my computer. The idea is motivation, not stressing. Yes, that's the idea behind it. Yeah. It's fine. The writer apologized. And sorry, motivation here, not stressing, I think, right, with the word count, however it is that you decide you want to count your word count. I'm assuming that's what that was for, but this could apply to so many things. just trying for an 80K, even if, if you're not going to get there, it's for motivation, not stressing to actually hit the 80K. The writer apologized when I pointed out the book she reported as AI was written before ChatGPT. Then I gave her a lecture on the history of punctuation. Yeah. Glad that writer saw the error of her ways. Me too. Most of the time when I use M dashes, it's when characters are talking and interrupt each other or insert a thought mid-sentence. Yeah. And that's interesting that you pull up there, because I actually didn't use M dashes in dialogue until I got my editor. And she's like, you're not supposed to use ellipses here. When they're cut off, you put the M dash. I'm like, oh. So I learned a lesson on that, which is really weird that I would learn that lesson. But I mean, we don't write dialogue, and when you're writing essays, there's not really a whole lot of dialogue. So that wasn't something I knew when I transferred over from being a teacher for college English and literature. So yeah, now I use it more often when being cut off and speaking. And so it's very specific. The ellipses is when they are trailing off in thought, and the M dash is when they're being interrupted, which I understand now. But it took me getting my first editor to learn that. I do a lot of insert thought mid-sentence. I have a lot of that one. That's how I use them too, Sky. If I don't have a specific project but want to participate, I count all the words, including for my articles. See? Yeah. That way you can feel that motivation. I used ellipses and had to learn that lesson. Same. Hopped off to eat lunch, but just about ready to film. Well, perfect timing. All right, let me go ahead and I've got to close because I get my kiddos some lunch before I got to take them off to therapy. And I'd like to get these last 3 minutes of my video edited so I can get it rendering, because it's going to take an hour and a half to render. I'm hoping it's just an hour and a half. It could be 2 hours if my computer slows down. I still use my ... because I forget M dashes are a thing in dialogue. Sticky note on my computer for the difference because I don't think my brain can keep it in. Yeah, I didn't understand the difference until my editor told me. So howdy, everyone, come in. Have a blessed day to all. And I will catch everyone later tonight. Be there tonight on Devin's channel. Bye.